All right, good morning, traders. Today is January 24th, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. My SPY pivot this morning, still 484.05. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 closed the day above the bullish 3/8 trap and above the 17 EMA trend indicator. That's Fab 5. That's IWM, SPY, QQQ, Diamond Dow, and FNGU. Excuse me there. Gold remains bullish, but has closed the day below the 17 EMA trend indicator. Silver remains bearish, closing inside the bearish 3/8 trap, but below the 17 EMA trend indicator and below the daily downtrend line. USO breaking out of the downtrend, closing a fourth daily candle above the bullish 3/8 trap, above the 17 EMA trend indicator, and above the downtrend line. Nice work for the USO, holding that area. UNG trades a 6-day under the midpoint of the daily uptrend line down to the 490 level. US dollar index maintains its daily downtrend, closing over the flat 200 after spiking it consistently for a few days. We'll see where it's headed lower early this morning. We'll see where it winds up. We got GDP coming out tomorrow. Let's go take a look at some charts. First chart we look at is the SPY, and we've got a higher low and a lower high. So basically an inside day for the SPY. Still dealing with that 6-year trend line up there. So it's looking like we're going to probably spike it again this morning. That 6-year trend line. Don't know if we'll be able to close a complete candle on top of it. Now it's been spiked on Monday and Tuesday. So looking like today it's going to be a spike. Maybe we get a gap and go. We'll see what happens. We had some good earnings from Netflix. So we're gapping up this morning. So here's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ, lower high, lower low, but closing over the 3/8 trap. Still doing well in an uptrend. Still making higher lows and higher highs. You can see this, not yesterday, but Monday, all-time high there for QQQ. SPY, kind of got the same deal happening. This was not yesterday, but Monday, all-time high for SPY. All right, FNGU. FNGU got a lower low and a higher high. So expanding volatility here in FNGU, gapping up this morning, as we can see here, closing over the 3/8 trap, just like I said, over the trend indicator, still in a bullish uptrend, got higher lows and making higher highs. So again, Monday for FNGU was a I think it's like a 20-month high right there for FNGU. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow Monday making a new all-time high for Diamond Dow. Yesterday's candle, lower high, lower low, closing above the 3/8 trap after spiking it. Too much cream in the coffee, I guess. All right, IWM, higher low, higher high, causing the bullish 3/8 cross here, closing above the bullish 3/8 trap, over the trend indicator. Nice comeback for IWM. We have a higher low bouncing off of minor support, but we still have to break out over this high to get back in a downtrend. We traded underneath this consolidation, therefore creating a lower low right there. So we're in a downtrend, but we're crossing back up over now. We need to take out that high 205 in order to get back into the uptrend. And we have created a higher low. It all depends on how you look at this this 5-day consolidation here. All right, if you look at it as that is a higher low from here, then this would be a downtrend. If you look at it as just consolidation and not a low, then this would make this a higher low there and remain in an uptrend. So there we go with IWM. Nice work, IWM. Again, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish 3-ace trap. Now let's take a look at, did we do FNGU? FNGU, I said, yeah, expanding volatility, right? Yeah, we've got a higher low, we got a lower low and a higher high, and closing over the 3-ace trap and gapping up this morning. That'll drag quite a few. That'll drag SPY and QQQ up with it. And if we look at IWM in the pre-market, you can see it's not getting dragged up with it. These are the small caps. That's the Russell 2000. So we'll see what happens today. Let's take a look at energy. So we'll start off with crude oil. All right, crude oil having an inside day lower high, higher low, closing over the bullish 3-ace trap. Still needs to take out this high to get back into the uptrend. Right there. We're working on it. Okay, got a couple of wicks up here. Notice the second wick's lower than the first wick. Looks like we could have some descending wick pattern showing up here. So USO kind of struggling to get back into that uptrend. Now we did close over the 3-ace trap, over the trend indicator, and over the downtrend line. So it's entirely possible that they start a new downtrend over here and head further south. We'll see what happens. Right now, they're in a downtrend. They need to break that high. And until they break that high, they're still in that downtrend. Now, we are in kind of a bull flag, moving up and over to the right. So we'll see what they can do here. Maybe another week of consolidation before we get that breakout. We got a double bottom here and a double bottom here right now. So it's looking good for USO to turn bullish. UNG. Now, UNG yesterday made a lower low and a higher high. Testing this major support area right through here. Kind of all the way through minor support. Testing this consolidation major support. UNG still in an uptrend, even though we have a 3-ace cross and we're closing candles below the bearish 3-ace trap, below the bearish trend indicator. So we're getting a pullback here. See if we can hold a higher low and then bounce up. We'll see what happens. You know, we got a few months left of winter here. We'll see what happens. UNG. Silver and gold. Let's take a look at precious metals. Silver, still in a downtrend. You got lower highs and lower lows. And, of course, we're on close the candle in the 3-ace trap. That's a good sign. If we could get it back up over this area and back up over the downtrend line. But closing the candle in the 3-ace trap, but underneath the trend indicator and underneath the downtrend line. Silver is in a downtrend. Gold. Gold still remains in an uptrend, making a higher low. There'll be pressure on the bulls to produce that higher high. Here's the last higher low, producing a higher high up there. So we're getting a pullback, kind of see some consolidation working through here. Almost getting a 3-ace cross right there. And that would be a bullish 3-ace cross on the daily chart. But still closing underneath the red trend indicator. So looks like they may get the cross going later today. So there's gold. All right, let's look at our technicals. Here's our technicals. We were yesterday. Came out of the overbought zone, into the buy zone, into the chop zone. Chopped around all afternoon. And then about 2:30 reversal time, the market woke up and decided to stage a little mini rally up into the buy zone. And it lasted for a little while, then we popped back down to the chop zone. So that's where we are. I can imagine this morning with the gap up, we're going to be either in the buy zone or up into the overbought zone sometime today. with T2122. T2123 gapped up, green, red, and then finished the day strong, closing and leaning on that falling 200 right there. That's the 15-minute candle. On the 3-bar chart, we have turned trend indicator back to green. As you can see, price closed in on the trend indicator, flipping it back to green and closing above trend indicator there on 3-bar chart for T2123. FNGU, little green, red, and then finish the day with at the high of the day for FNGU. Usually when that happens, you get a gap up in the morning. Hence, you can see us up here, 275, all the way from 260 to 275. Huge gap this morning, $15 gap. Wow, that's a big gap. Now you got to remember, on this day it took us 239 up to 250. That's just $11 right there on that Friday trend day that we had. See, there's $11 here. We're gapping up almost $15 in the pre-market. Could see a gap and go or a gap and fade. We'll find out what they're going to do early in the morning. Got some more earnings coming in. Let's take a look at what's going on around the economic calendar and see if I can find the right one. Here we go. All right, so here's the daily chart of the U.S. dollar index. Wow, nice red candle. Okay, here's the July lows. There's the October highs. July low, October high. November, got a failure to make a higher high right there. Come down to the 200, trade below it. Hit some major support right there. Back up to the flat 200. And as you can see, we got a bull flag right here. Testing this downtrend line, 9 days of consolidation. Then we run up here and spike it a few times. We closed yesterday above it. And the reaction this morning is back down. So we'll see what happens. So if they break the lows of this bull flag, we could see them come back down to this area here and challenge the major support of this 9 days consolidation. So there's a possibility they challenge the 9 day support of this consolidation right through here today. All right, so not earnings, I want economic. Economic calendar, all right? Mortgage applications at 7 this morning. PMI composite flash at 9:45. That's 15 minutes after the market opens. Little petroleum report at 10:30. Tomorrow we got the main event, durable goods orders at 8:30. GDP, that is the main event, 8:30. GDP should look pretty good. If we go back here in December, all right, you can see we had a weaker dollar that would encourage foreign countries to buy our goods and services because the conversion rate would be more favorable with a weaker dollar. So back to the economic calendar, GDP should come in really looking good. And I guess it all depends on whatever they're expecting. If they disappoint or exceed, I got to say anything over 4 is fantastic. Actually, anything over 3 is awesome. International trade goods, 8:30 as well as GDP and durable good orders, all at 8:30. Jobless claims, 8:30. No Fed speakers yet. Home sales, 10 o'clock. Natural gas report, 10:30, and no Fed speakers. Nice. Personal income and outlays, 8:30 on Friday, pending home sales at 10. All right, earnings calendar. Last night we had Netflix report. They did very well. See if I can find theirs. It's gone. All right, so here's who's reporting today. Tesla's going to report after the close, $500 billion. ASML About $1/3 trillion right here. They're going to report this morning. Abbott Labs, $200 billion. They're reporting this morning. IBM, they report tonight, $150 billion. ServiceNow, $150 billion. AT&T, $120 billion. They report this morning. Elevance Health, $110 billion. They report this morning. All right, get some a lot of market cap reporting today. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Visa, $500 billion right there. They're going to report tomorrow night. Intel, all right, $203 billion. They're going to report tomorrow night. T-Mobile, almost $200 billion. They're going to report tonight. It's kind of funny. Intel makes chips. T-Mobile sells phones with chips in it. They're almost doing the same amount of business as Intel. A little weird there. You think Intel would be more important. Comcast, $175 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. Union Pacific Railways, $150 billion. They're going to report in the morning. NextEra Energy, little utilities going on there. $116 billion. Marsh McClellan, $100 billion. Blackstone, $85 billion. KLA Corporation, $85 billion. And some other ones down here. We got some defense. Sherwin-Williams, Humana, Capital One, some more finance. Big market cap day for that day. All right, for Friday, American Express is going to report. And really, after they report in the morning, it's going to be pretty much a light day. I think that's IBN. IBN, okay? So they don't even know if they can find their balance sheet right there. All right, traders, that's it. We're gapping up this morning. Nice gap. FNGU going up $15. I wouldn't be surprised to see SPY put in a $6 or an $8 day today, spiking that. Let's just go back here. All right, for SPY, you got that 6-year trend line. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put a $6 or $8 rubber band candle up here somewhere. Not be surprised at all if they jump up and shoot all the way from, let's see where we closed, 485. Oh gosh, 495 is not out of the question today. I'm just going to say that right now. A two ATR would be $8. I wouldn't be surprised to see them do a $8 or $12 move today from 484. I mean, we may go all the way to 500 with this rubber band candle. 499 is a possibility. Just putting that out there on the table. Watch for the trend day. Trend day could be developing. I mean, FNGU is gapping up this morning, almost $15. That's really going to drag SPY and QQQ up, and very well could inspire them to dig out new highs. Well, that'll be new highs definitely for SPY and QQQ. 487 is definitely going to be a new high. So wouldn't be surprised to see them put in a big thick rubber band candle going up to 495, maybe even 499. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll take some questions. All right, I put a little option video out yesterday. You can find it on my YouTube. Or if you scroll up in the alerts, you might find it up in there. But good morning, everybody that rolled in here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll take questions. Other than that, I'm going to go render my video, and we'll get this market open.